the advice, the professional advice, before we even decide whether we want to do it or not. Because it is no good promising people something that you then cannot give them. Therefore, I think it is very important that we seek the advice of the land agent that we used before and the solicitor, maybe not the one that we used before because we've had problems with them, in order that we can know what we need, what we can do, what we can't do, so we can get our ducks in a row before we decide that we want to go ahead. Please.
Councillor Turner, did you have your hand up earlier?
Yes, I did. I was going to raise issues, and as we're discussing it now, I agree. I think we really need to see more detail of what is being proposed, and I would actually move that we defer a decision on this item.
Councillor Lord.
I was going to propose an amendment, because we have been discussing it for a few months, and say that Portishead Town Council seeks professional and legal advice on the can't think of the word, on the feasibility of offering a 25-year lease.
I will go ahead with that.
So all that we're doing is finding out whether it's feasible and what are the snags.
Yes.
I personally have got a concern about developing a sports centre on that area. I would need to see some advice, although that point is taken up to some extent later. But offering the lease ought to be separate from what the aspirations of what might be developed on the site.
No problem with that at all, but what I don't want to be seen as a council to be a damp squib to what could be a good development for the sporting activities of the town. If the only problem stopping them getting grants for a suitable scheme is we won't offer a 25-year lease, we're not going to look very good. They initially wanted a 40-year lease, didn't they? And I think we're quite clear we're not prepared, we can't go that far. But if we're saying in principle subject to,
my proposal didn't go quite that far. It said simply get the professional and legal advice, and then bring it back to Reckon Works to discuss whether we want to take it further.
Having been to this conference today and listened to a legal expert, the key things were to seek professional advice before you did anything.
Here, here.
So it's not that I wish to dampen enthusiasm, because in principle it sounds really good, but I do think we need to go down that particular route. That's my view. Councillor Koops.
I read it here that the existing lease has 16 years to run, so do I assume that it's only adding another 9 years?
Yes.
Yes. A new 25-year lease
From that, yeah. So it's not 25 years on top of 60.
Yes, but from now.
On the existing lease.
Yes.
And there are certain terms attached to that existing lease, and we want to know if those are carrying over. So there are a number of issues, and I think this is why I would be happy to see this deferred. I'm happy to support the resolution, but I think we do need to see more detail on what's being proposed here.
Would you like to repeat
the
proposal?
might cause problems regarding the football club, then they're not on the site.
Portishead Town Council seeks professional and legal professional to cover the land agents, etc., and legal advice on the feasibility of offering a 25-year lease on the land at Bristol Road, playing fields, Portishead Football.
Secondly, Cllr Cruse. Those in